Beg pardon, sir. But you are the Arisen, are you not? Captain Brandt bade me ask aught of you, if you would hear it. However, 'tis a matter best kept from prying ears. Might we not move... Firstly, pray, take this. 'Tis a regalia sword, one of the kingdom's treasures. 'Tis my duty to guard it. Yet, I have stolen it from the masquerade hall where 'twas on display. A duplicate now rests in its place, and I must beg you to keep the true artifact hidden, lest the ruse be discovered. Generations of Amundian rulers have wielded it, though not in battle, of course. 'Tis a ceremonial weapon for use in parades and the like. Yet, Disa's disdain for tradition has seen the blade suffer. 'Tis fractured, and has lost much of its former luster. Captain Brandt is of a mind to restore it, so that it might serve as a symbol of your authority, Sir Arisen. Indeed, when the time comes for you to announce your ascension, having this sword at your hip would doubtless elevate your standing in the eyes of the people. And I must confess, having watched over the blade for many a year, I've grown rather fond of it. I should be well glad to see it restored to its former splendor by your hand. My hopes for our kingdom and its treasure go with you, Sir Arisen. I bid you good fortune.
Someday, I'll forge a blade fit to slay a dragon.
If 'tis a blacksmith you need, I can't help you. I'm retired, see? Oh ho! 'Tis a regalia sword you want restored, is it? That's a first. All right, give us a look then. Now here's a masterwork of craftsmanship if I e'er saw one. Not to blow my own horn, but I wager I'm the only blacksmith who could set this ailing steel to rights. But, as I've said, I've lain down my tools, and before you start begging, know that I don't intend to pick them back up. Well, why are you still standing there? Leave an old man in peace.
That went rather poorly, I fear. What are we to do now?
Beg pardon, sir, but I couldn't help overhearing your conversation with Brocker. You'll have to forgive him. He's been in a foul mood ever since we got cut off from the fuel for our forge. Though, he's always been a bit crotchety, come to think of it.
Enough cheek, you wool-brained wastrel. Now, I'm off to the tavern. Can I count on you to mind things here while I'm gone?
Of course you can. You go enjoy yourself. Psst. Hang about, eh? When he's gone, you and I can talk. 'Twas special made to use glimmer coal, mined from a nearby cavern. Till the monsters settled in, that is. Neither of us can go anywhere near the place now. Listen, Brocker's too proud to ask for help, but I'm not. Would you be willing to go out to the cavern and mine us up some glimmer coal? I'll take as much as you can carry. Should you succeed, I reckon he'll change his mind about restoring that blade of yours. Now, true to its name, Glimmercoal emits a pale light. So you'll want to cast your eyes about for any glowing spots when you get to the cavern. Oh, suppose you'll be needing the name of the place. Digger's Ruins 'tis called. I'll count on you to bring lots of the stuff back.
If we can procure some glimmer coal from Digger's Ruins, Sir Brocker ought to have
Tis
a
in
change of
caverns
heart.
such as these that monsters thrive.
Narrow passages may await us.
Found the chest.
A Gormite!
Having reached our home!
I cannot use their race to our advantage.
Let my magic grant you an elemental boon.
I'm overjoyed to have completed the task my master.
You're back! Have you any Glimmercoal for me?
We have reached our destination.
You're back! Have you any Glimmercoal for me? Look at it all! This'll last us a good while. You've my gratitude. Brocker, we've got more Glimmercoal. Now we can reignite the forge.
'Tisn't the forge what needs igniting, girl, but your fool ears. I've told you my smithing days ended when those monsters moved in. I've no use for glimmer coal anymore. I'm done, understand? I'll not hear another word about that rusted hunk of steel. If you're so keen to have it repaired, then see to it yourself. Now leave me be. My mattress beckons.
I was certain he'd pick up his tools again if we only had more Glimmercoal. My apologies for putting you to all that trouble, sir, but mayhap your efforts needn't go to waste. I could try my hand at repairing that sword for you, if you'd be agreeable. Way I see it, if old Brocker's the only smith with the skill to see it done, then I'm your best hope, being as I'm his apprentice and all. Well, what say you? I'm grateful for your trust, sir. You'll soon see your faith was well placed. Mayhap not soon as 'twere. I fear I'm a novice in the truest sense. I'll be needing some time. But I'll see it done all the same. You have my word. Mark me. This blade will be shining like a star by the time I'm finished with it.
Sir Sarah is apprentice to the legendary dwarven blacksmith.
I've ne'er seen this sort of craftsmanship. How'd they work such a pattern into the blade? Hi there, Arisen. Forgive me, but I've made nary a lick of progress toward restoring that sword of yours. The blade's make is as intricate as 'tis beautiful. Suppose that's why these things ne'er see battle, eh? If I only knew how to create this pattern on the steel, mayhap the rest had come easier.
What are you jabbering about now?
Oh,
You're looking at the work of a blaze hammer. 'Tis a process scarce employed, but one befitting the prestige of a regalia sword. Honestly, girl, you're no apprentice of mine if you can't figure out aught as simple as that.
Sorry, Brocker. Must have slipped my mind. But if these patterns were the work of a blaze hammer, mayhap that's what it'd take to fix the blade. If you've not heard the term, 'tis where you heat your hammer to extreme temperatures by dipping it in magma. 'Tis hardly e'er used since the hammers like to cool afore you can forge aught with it. Brocker's explained the process to me, but I wonder if that's enough.
It seems to take a rather complex process to restore the sword, but I've no doubt that Ser Sara's up to the task.
Knowing that the patterns on the sword were the work of a blaze hammer complicates matters somewhat. Suppose I'll sleep on it. Mayhap the answer'll come to me on the morrow.
You're the one who brought that regalia sword here in the first place, aye? I want a word. It's that fool apprentice of mine. I haven't seen her since yesterday. Knowing her, she skipped off to the mountain base cave on Volcanic Island to try her hand with a blaze hammer. It's the only place with enough heat, see? Since you're the one who inspired this nonsense, you'd best go find her. And bring her back in one piece, lest I ring my hammer against that hollow shell you call a skull!
Oi! You're not planning on going in there, are you? You're better off turning back. That cavern is not for mortal feet to tread. 'Tis a maze, with monsters round every wretched corner. I dare say none could pass through those tunnels and live to tell the tale. A crying shame 'tis. Few's the merchant who can cross yon bridge. I'd thought this my chance to make some decent coin.
Ice is our ally against such fiends.
Let your magic use your weapon. Fury of the elements.
Isn't the arisen? Come to check up on me, have ya? Well, I'm faring just fine. In fact, I've done it! See? 'Tis a blaze hammer! All that's left is to get this to the forge outside the cave. I hope you're ready, Arisen, as there's not a moment to spare. Follow me, and quickly!
Make haste for the cave exit.
We've made it out at last. Good on you for keeping up. Right, now to do what I came here for, then it's back to the smithy for the finishing touches.
You bird-brained buffoon! Where have you been?
Brooker! Sorry,
There's no time for apologies, girl. We've got to get that blade on the anvil, lest the blaze hammer's treatment be for naught. You're the first apprentice of mine with the gumption to do aught like this. You got the blaze hammer work done, and you did it right. But the hardest part's what comes next. I'll walk you through what's needed, though I dare say it is one of the few lessons I've left to teach you. You've proven yourself this day, Sarah. You're the one fit to carry on my techniques and this smithy. But not if you're gonna stand there and gawk. To the forge with you, girl!
come in, Brooker. Hi, Arisen. I've been waiting for you. Here it is. Your regalia sword. Looks newly forged, doesn't it, eh? Brooker had me working on it for hours. Got nary a wink of sleep. But owing to that, methinks it turned out real fine. I only hope you're pleased with it. 'Tis as much your success as mine. So much has changed for me since you first brought that sword to the smithy. I feel as if I'm finally on the path to becoming a blacksmith in my own right. Thank you, sir, for all you've done on my behalf.
These writings could be of
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I inquire as to what's become of the regalia sword? So this is how the sword looked in its glory days of yore. 'Tis splendid to behold. I thought the blade ought to be restored for its history, but seeing it like this, I feel it means something more. Something greater. Pray, give my thanks to the blacksmith who repaired it. 'Tis fine work she has done. Impeccable, I should say. And you, Sir Arisen, you have my sincerest gratitude. You have breathed life anew into one of our kingdom's most sacred treasures. I can imagine no worthier symbol of a sovereign's majesty. I await the day it shall adorn your noble hip with bated breath.
Polished it this morning.